So I get asked all the time, what do I think about Hexclad cookware? Should somebody buy it? Let me tell you what I think about Hexclad cookware. Hi, I'm Jed. This is Cook Culture. So it's not going to be shocking to anybody that follows this channel that I'm not a fan of non-stick cookware. So spoiler alert for the end of this video, I don't like Hexclad cookware, but I will explain to you exactly why I don't like Hexclad cookware. So I didn't buy a piece of Hexclad to try it. I've never tried it. I've never touched it. I have examined it online. I've read all about it. I've gone through their website in detail. I've watched their CEO talk about it. I've watched extensive reviews on it. And I know exactly what Hexclad cookware is because I've sold something that is nearly the same thing for decades, and that was Scan Pan cookware and the like Swiss Diamond cookware and others that do exactly the same thing as Hexclad. And I'll explain to you what that is. So the way in which Hexclad is made is that it is a stainless steel pan with an aluminum core. So very basic Clad cookware, nothing really surprising or amazing. They do a textured surface on the pan, and I made you a fascinating little drawing to explain this to you. So what this means is that they have a textured surface. And when they put their Teflon-Like, it may not be Teflon, and a lot of companies like to say, hey, we don't use Teflon. They're using like the next brand that's basically Teflon, but the next thing, right? And they use the coating, but they have on the surface of their pans of texture. And so it has like hills and valleys. So these are the little hills and those are the little valleys. And they have their hills exposed with stainless steel and the valleys are filled with a non-stick surface. And so the thing with the Hexclad is because they have the stainless exposed, you're supposed to season the stainless part of it. So you season the pan so that the exposed stainless is seasoned and somewhat non-stick is the idea. It doesn't need to be seasoned to, like the reason that you would season a carbon steel or cast iron pan is to stop it from oxidizing. Oil is what makes it non-stick. But for them, they're saying, you know, coat it with oil and that will help it being more non-stick. So you've got an oil seasoned stainless steel hills. All the valleys are a Teflon-like non-stick coating. So this is exactly the same as Swiss Diamond and Scan Pan. And the idea here is that when you're using metal tools on the pan, is that they just bounce along the top of the ridge of all the hills, which totally logical. That makes a ton of sense. And that can work very, very well. And when you have a new pan, it works very well. And that can go on for years and work well. So the non-stick coating that is used on Hexclad and anything will wear out. It just does. That's the nature of what it is. There isn't a non-stick coating in the world that's made that will last. So if you babied a Hexclad pad, just like the Swiss Diamond or a Scan Pan, it could last you several decades with good use. And I know lots of people that have had Scan Pan and they've had it for decades and it's worked just fine. Mostly, the great majority of people don't baby their cookware. They use it normally and it wears out. It dries, it cracks, it peels, it flakes, and it just wears out. And the pan becomes garbage because your nonstick is all peeling off and it's garbage. This will happen with Hexclad. It is a guaranteed thing. I have talked to a polymer scientist that has told me exactly how this happens. It is guaranteed that Hexclad will wear out and will become garbage. So my take on Hexclad is that it will become garbage, and it is garbage, and that you should not absolutely 100% buy it no matter what. You will get exactly the same results out of using cast iron and carbon steel. You can season it just as well, the results will be just as good, and you will like it just as much. And you will probably spend a whole bunch less money. You don't need to spend the money, don't buy the hype, don't buy it, it is not worth your money. To put a nail in this coffin, the big guarantee that you see on their website, they talk about it all the time. They've got a lifetime guarantee. That lifetime guarantee, all that is that if there's any manufacturer defect, anything that they did wrong making the pan, they'll replace it for you. Anything you do, no way. right? It just won't happen. If you damage the pan in any which way, that's your own fault. And they say that really clearly in the fine detail if you go on their website and read about it. So they know clearly that this is a pan that will wear out and that people can easily damage it and that it will become garbage, and they are not going to stand behind it. That's really, really clear on their website, and you can take a look at that. So that's my take on Hexclad. I didn't need to use the pan to be able to tell you that. I know that from 30 years of industry experience, that there is not a non-stick pan made anywhere, anyhow, that will last. The only thing that lasts for a long, 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 long time, cast iron, carbon steel, stainless steel, and enameled cast iron. But those was what will last. Nothing else will stand up. That's what you should invest your time and money into. So there you go. That's my answer to your question. Should you buy Hexclad? Thanks so much.